Welcome to this video. During this video, I will be talking about Google Drive. So Google Drive is a great platform for educators as we have so many things we have to share and collaborate on these days that this is just a great place to have everything in one place, and obviously it feeds into all the other Google tools. So it is nice to have this on here to be able to view things that are shared with you, things that you've made, and organize your files and information. So that being said, let's go over the basics of Google Drive. So you get to Google Drive, obviously, by clicking the waffle, and you click Drive. Make sure, obviously, you're in a Chrome extension or signed in to Google, so that way you have that option available to you. All right, with that being said, the first thing that you will see is the quick access bar. And this will be just things that I like that you often open around this time, or that you've edited or opened most recently because it might be something that you're going to use frequently or quite often. So this is nice. Also, with that, you will see the folders. And I like this because you can organize everything in your Google Drive into a folder, which is very nice and very helpful and keeps you organized. Also, let me talk to you a little bit about the folder so I can show you kind of how you color code and name your folder. So if you are wanting to add a folder, so I'm going to click New Folder. And let's say I just want to call it Fun Stuff. I'm going to hit Create. And then I'll add my folder. And all of the folders in your Google Drive will be in alphabetical order. So it goes across the top and then back through. Anyway, it's in alphabetical order. So if you add new things, you might see your folder shift a little bit because it's going to put that folder where it goes alphabetically compared to your other ones. Again, works the same if you delete one, it will bump everything obviously up one. So don't be confused if you add a new folder and you're like, wait, it doesn't look the same. Why are my folders messed up? And that's why. So if you want to edit a folder, make sure you click on it. And then you have these options to get a shareable link. So if you want to share it with someone, you click this toggle and then it will open your link. And you can click share settings here, or I'll show you how to do it here too. Let's say I want to share it with a specific person. I can obviously type in that person's name or email and add it in here, or where it says get link. Right now I have anyone in my district can view it, but I want to change that to anyone with the link. So then I'm going to click anyone with the link here. Also, if you click restricted, that means you're only sharing it with specific people. And this is like anyone in your district or network can view it, or anyone you give the link to. So when you do anyone with the link, I personally would just do viewer, just because you don't want anything edited unless you're specifically giving it to someone who's not in the Google network that needs to edit it. That's up to you as well. So here, though, you can pick viewer or editor. And then you just copy the link and then you click done. So that's how you share your folder. Also, if you hit these three dots here, you have more options. You can open it with a specific thing. So like if it's a zip folder, you can extract it. If you have an add-on or any other add-ons that you might like to add, you can make it a shortcut. And then you can move it somewhere. So if you click move to, this is nice because it will pull up all your folders. And then if your folder has something else inside, you can click this arrow and it will give you more options to move something into. So that is really nice too. Then back to here, you can add it to starred. And remember that starred is like, probably think of it like your important topic. So where anything that you might always need access to or something that's really important might go there. You can rename it here. So if you click here, it'll give me the option to rename and then change your color. And this is what I like to do. I like to color code my folders so I know they're all different. And that's just a personal thing. That's up to you. But if they're all different colors, for me, it's easier to associate the color and just click on that color I want. And then you can search within the folder, which is really nice. So if you click this, it'll give you the option, it says searching and fun stuff, and then you can type something in. Now I don't have anything in that folder, so nothing's going to pop up there. All right, so going back through, I think that is mostly everything, but let me click on that one more time. Yeah, you can view details, or you can download that folder onto your computer if you need it on your computer, which is a nice option to have. All right, you also have different views in Google Drive. So if you click here, this is your grid view, but maybe you want to go to list view. And then it will list everything that you have. And personally, I like the grid view better, but if you're more of a list person, then this is the view for you. All right, and then I'm going to go over some of these options you have on the side. So for priority, those are things that you use a lot. They will open here. Also, you can create a workspace. I like the workspace options. If you're working on it with a specific person, you guys can put your files all in one place so they're easy to get to and use and collaborate on. So I have my summer school workspace, and I've been adding things in here from summer school to use. If you click view, it will show you exactly what files are on there. You have a 25 file limit, which you really shouldn't need more than that, I don't think, unless you're working on a huge project. You can add files from recent. So those are things that you were just working on, your drive, or shared with you also. If there's something that someone shared with you, you want to add in there. And then let's say I want to use this. I can just go ahead and click insert. And there you go. And then you click done. So this is a nice thing you can do. You can add more. You can also hide them. So let's say you're done with it. So you don't want it up here, but you want to be able to refer back to it. It would pop up here in the hidden workspaces section. And then my drive obviously is where we were, and that's where you will always open up to when you get onto Drive. Shared with me is where anything anyone has ever shared with you on Google Drive will be here. And it kind of goes by days and months, depending on how far back you get. Also, you can search for specific people who have shared things with you. I like when you click on search in Drive, whoever shares things with you the most pops up here. So that's really nice if there's someone you work with a lot, like a co-teacher or a team member, then this is helpful as well. You can search for their name. You can also fix the parameters of your search by what type of file it is, whether it's a presentation, document, spreadsheet, PDF, so on. There's advanced search options if you need those. I'm not going to go into those in this video because I personally have never used them once, but it might be more helpful if you are someone on a bigger network. So that's pretty much the basics of search. You can also search a student's name and something that they've shared with you has or will show up there. And that's really helpful. I like that when I'm like sharing kids' presentations, because then if I just draw a popsicle stick, I can type their name in, their presentation pops up, and I can present it. So that is really nice as well. You can also do that with certain documents. So let's say I'm looking for a third grade curriculum map. I start typing, it will come up. It will come up either whatever folder or file that is in your drive that you are looking for. So that is really nice as well. And I like that in meetings, because sometimes I'll be in a meeting, someone will be like, oh, I shared that document with you. But you're like, what? I don't remember that email. Did I delete that email? But if they just tell you the title, you can type the title in and it will pop right up. Or you can always scroll through the shared with me section. Recent is going to be anything that you've recently opened or worked on. Starred are things that you can label as important and things maybe that you want to have separated to easily get to. And then obviously you have your trash, which has the things you deleted, which is kind of nice that it saves it in case you accidentally delete something and you need to go back to get something. It'll tell you how much storage you've used. One more thing I want to go with the new, you can upload files, you can upload folders, you can add docs, sheets, Google Slides. Also, you have the option to create a new document or sheet or slide, which is really nice too. And then you have more options. Also, if you have more apps or add-ons, those will show up there as well. And then if you click settings, this is where you can download Drive for your desktop, or if you have more advanced settings you want to fix in your Drive, But again, today I just want to go over the basics of how to use it and what things you might need the most in your Google Drive. Last thing I want to talk about is this little sidebar here. So in the sidebar, you have some applications that will show up in a sidebar on Google Drive. So if I click calendar, my calendar will come up there, which is really nice. I can change the day. Obviously, it's a small view, so it's not going to show you your whole calendar, but it's so nice to see what you're doing for that day. So maybe you're in Google Drive and you're like, okay, what am I doing today? What files do I need to open? That would be helpful. Also, I really like Google Keep, which I have another video about Google Keep that you can watch. And if you click Google Keep, it will just have your notes right here on the side. So again, if you're working on a specific thing, you're like, oh, I need to open my project today. Well, I can click that and start working on that. So that is really nice also. And then you can add tasks. So this is like a to-do list basically. And I've never used it, but it's kind of, I would assume similar to Google Keep, just keeping a list of your things that you need to do. So those are the most important things. So again, if you need help or you want to go more in depth on a specific thing, please let me know. I am here to help you, and enjoy getting to better know and use your Google Drive.